So syllabus area number 4 is to do with measuring usability. What does this cover? So you kind of need to be aware of the ISO 9241 definition of usability, and that's really what this define usability issue is about. And that means being able to articulate how usability can be specified in terms of effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction. You should be able to then use that definition of usability to construct measures of usability, and you should be able to demonstrate how to choose between good and poor design ideas by using behavioural data. So rather than it just being someone's opinion, you have some real data behind it. You should also be able to illustrate the role design experiments play in validated learning, and that also means you need to be able to explain the value of validated learning and why iterative design is so important. And you should be able to identify the strengths and weaknesses of multivariate testing. That's sometimes called A/B testing as a method for choosing between design alternatives. I've mentioned explaining the value of iterative design. The last one is recalling that good and bad user experiences have an emotional reaction on users. You should be aware of that as well. Here's an example of the kind of question you might be asked in this area of the syllabus. And here's an example of a different type of question. We haven't seen this one before, where you have to do a matching task. So in this one, you're given 4 definitions, numbered 1 to 4, and you're given 4 explanations which could relate to those definitions, W, X, Y, and Z, and you need to match up the appropriate definition with the term that it's defining, and then choose the appropriate option. So it's a relatively straightforward question if you know the definitions, but there's a bit of added complexity there because there's basically 4 questions in one that you're being asked.